Welcome to this explainer. We've literally never been more connected than we are right now in America. And yet, we have never been more mentally exhausted. In an era where technology touches, well, pretty much every single second of our day, millions of us are just hitting a massive wall. We're burnt out, we're overwhelmed, and to survive this hyper-modern reality we're living in, people are actually turning to something completely ancient to survive.
The human mind was never designed for 2026. Honestly, think about your own morning routine for a second. Before you even open the curtains, what do? If you're like millions of people, you wake up and instantly reach for your phone. Bam! We're greeted by glowing screens, AI assistants, and just an endless stream of doom scrolling before our feet even hit the floor. It's an absolutely exhausting start to a day that's already overwhelming.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, the attention crisis. So our modern American minds are basically under constant attack right now. Social media platforms, AI-generated content, they are actively battling it out for just fractions of a second of our totally fragmented attention. These algorithms are learning our human weaknesses way faster than we can ever build the self-control to resist them. So on one side, you've got this endless chaos of digital notifications and algorithms. It's loud, it's fast, and it literally never stops. But on the other side, we have the uncomfortable, ancient silence of meditation. And I intentionally say uncomfortable there, because for the first time in decades, pure silence actually feels unnatural to us. We are so used to being bombarded by digital overstimulation that doing absolutely nothing, it feels strangely terrifying.
And the toll of all this digital overload? It's staggering. Our focus is practically disappearing, our sleep quality is just collapsing, and anxiety is skyrocketing across the board. But hey, I really want you to hear this. This digital battlefield is not a personal failure on your part. If you find you can't focus, it is not just you. This is a massive systemic crisis causing real, measurable burnout across the entire country.
Section 2, why meditation went mainstream.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer scale. For a long time, meditation in America was kind of viewed as this spiritual niche, right? Something reserved for yogis or wellness retreats. But in 2026, it has completely shifted into a mainstream mental recovery tool. We're talking CEOs doing it before major board meetings, professional athletes centering themselves before a game, digital creators trying to escape algorithmic burnout, and students using it literally just to get through their exams. Today, over 60 million Americans now practice meditation regularly. And people aren't doing this because life has gotten slower or easier. No way. They're meditating because life has become overwhelmingly fast, and we desperately need a functional way to cope with it all.
Which brings us to Section 3, the science of focus.
So we've seen the societal problem. Let's look at the scientific solution. Meditation is no longer just this abstract philosophy. It's mental fitness. Think about it. Just like you'd hit the gym to train your physical muscles, Americans are now using meditation to actively train their brains. Focused attention meditation is basically the practice of conscious breathing and mental focus, used to train the brain against distraction. Neuroscientists are actually using advanced neural imaging and brain scans to study exactly what happens during this process, and what they're finding is absolutely incredible. Even just 2 minutes of this conscious breathing practice literally begins to physically alter our mental state.
Let's break down exactly what's happening inside your head here. It directly impacts 3 key areas. First, it strengthens your conscious presence, building your actual awareness. For emotional regulation, it actively calms anxiety and burnout. And for attention control, it trains your mind directly against digital distraction. It is physically fortifying your neural pathways against algorithmic manipulation. You're not just relaxing on a cushion, you are building armor for your brain.
Section 4, the digital detox movement.
This biological need for mental rest has sparked a huge cultural backlash. After years of relentless hyperconnectivity, people are finally craving genuine disconnection. We're seeing this massive rise in things like no-phone mornings, folks voluntarily locking their devices in boxes for the weekend, and people flocking to silent retreats just to, hear themselves think. In a culture addicted to stimulation, stillness has become a luxury. That totally reframes how we view our free time. Spaces that are entirely dedicated to digital detoxing, like meditation rooms in corporate offices or remote nature escapes, they've become the most highly sought-after wellness trends. Leaving the city for the mountains just to escape cell service, that is literally the ultimate modern luxury.
Section 5, adapting to short spans. Let's move to and see how this builds, because we need to be totally realistic about our current capabilities. Since our attention spans are so fragmented by all that short-form content we consume, sitting perfectly still for even 5 minutes is incredibly difficult for most of us today. We simply aren't wired for it anymore. So, the ancient practice had to adapt. Here's the modern toolkit, designed specifically to fit into our highly distracted lives. Step 1, 2-minute sessions. You don't need a full hour of silence. Step 2, quick breath resets throughout the workday. And Step 3, guided audio experiences that keep your wandering mind anchored. This isn't month training. It is targeted, focused training for a distracted world.
And that brings us to a remarkably powerful realization. Meditation in 2026 is not about escaping technology. It is about surviving it. Just let that sink in. These short, focused training sessions aren't about running away to a mountaintop forever. They are a totally necessary, modern survival mechanism designed to help you navigate a tech-heavy world without losing your mind.
Section 6. Humanity in the AI age.
And this brilliantly illustrates a really important point. We need to start looking at artificial intelligence not just as an impressive piece of technology, but as the ultimate foil to human consciousness. AI can do almost everything, right? But in doing so, it highlights exactly what it means to be human. Artificial intelligence can generate synthetic voices, images, videos, it can even simulate emotions. But human awareness? That offers authentic presence, real consciousness, and true stillness. Technology still cannot replace genuine emotional grounding. Experiencing a moment without distraction is something no machine can ever replicate.
So, for the next few moments, I want you to do absolutely nothing. Stop scrolling, ignore whatever racing thoughts you have about tomorrow, just take a real-time, cinematic pause with me right now. Breathe slowly, in and out. Notice the silence beneath all that noise. Notice your own heartbeat. It is so incredibly easy to feel overwhelmed today, but I want you to realize that even in a chaotic, intensely loud world, peace still exists right there inside the human mind. You have access to it whenever you need it.
Meditation isn't becoming popular again because we're weak. It's becoming essential because the world has just become way too loud. In 2026, staying calm has become a superpower. And that leaves us with a critical, provocative question to ask ourselves as we log off today. Will the future belong to those who can consume the most information, or to those who can remain calm inside it? Thanks for exploring this explainer with me, and hey, remember to take a breath.